And here comes Joe. There he is. Oh, he's so stylish.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yes. I found this the other day or a few weeks ago.
That's handmade, right? Or hand painted?
Yeah, this was at Kings Island.
Oh wow,
I was with the Ween
that's so old.
and HUD. I know it's got like old sweat stains all over it and stuff.
Are you sure that's not new sweat stain?
Well, there will be.
I'm sure there will.
Change that.
Yeah.
And change the preferences.
I went shopping today at Kroger. Gloves, a mask. I'm walking around there and with the mask and everything, I couldn't breathe. I was hot. I was dripping.
There we go.
Sweat everywhere. Halfway through this, just dripping. I went to the pharmacy to pick up my drugs near the end of shopping, and it was dripping on the counter, which is really.
I'm sure they loved you.
Yeah, exactly. Even in the best of times, it was something. Oh, I wait. Let's see if I hear from HUD, because I did hear from HUD, and he said he should be able to figure it out. And I just sent him the stuff.
Cool. I got some props too. Schmo reminded me. They're not Buffett related, but I do have some props. So I'm gonna go fetch them for a second.
Okay, I got land shark in my Yeti. Cheers. You said that, you look what I'm looking at. You look like Fonzie. It looks like you're Fonzie for Halloween.
Oh,
it looks like you have a black leather jacket and you have a white t-shirt. That's all I can see.
see, that's my chair is black leather.
Yeah, but what are you wearing? Like a fleece or something?
Yeah, it's a fleece.
It looks like Fonzie's leather jacket. And then you go, hey.
Hey. Is it better?
No, yeah, I don't know. It must have been on. I just saw Friends rerun where, I don't know, Phoebe was having a baby and the doctor came in and said, I'm your doctor. I'm take care of this. I'll do this. I'll do this. And I like Fonzie. And then he walked out of the room. And it was like yesterday.
So Joe's got Fonzie on the mind.
Well, you look like Fonzie.
Should I change? I don't know.
No, that's
Put a windbreaker on for first season
Fonzie.
Yeah, I should put a light
poplin jacket.
light color.
Well, I can see now there's print on the shirt. Before it just looked like a white plain t-shirt. Does it still say U of M or Monsters U?
U of M.
Okay, so yeah, I can't read.
Oh,
This looks like nothing to me.
Does this say land shark or krill now?
That land shark.
Okay.
We're such noobs with the camera stuff. I see the Hawaiian shirts back there. I was gonna put it on, but I'd probably get hot.
You?
Waiting.
No way.
I brought a few different cups to do shots out of.
Ooh.
I'm gonna start with.
Oh, I didn't set up the shot thing. I don't have.
Go get your stuff.
The good stuff.
Well, I didn't bring the good. I brought Patron, Maestro Dobel, and Tradicional Anejo.
Wow. See, you have a good stock. I don't have anything.
I have the Patron. I have is Respondo, so I have all three of the types.
Wow.
Oh, good thing I bring myself up.
I go get something so I can do.
All right, well, I'll have to get the good stuff. That's all I have. I hate to use up all my good stuff, but
that's all you have.
Yeah, it's the only tequila I have. I guess I could just get bourbon.
For a split second, I was going to say, here, I'll just share my stuff.
What a schmo.
My brain. My favorite part of the podcast, besides me eating what I thought was a dry run, was Mickey's face as we were getting ready to drink. And it slowly turned, finally said, screw you guys. And took off
he went to get his bottle? Yeah.
I kept rewinding and watching it over. You could see the color of his face changed a little, everything. You could say you're thinking about it, then a little grin turned into a frown, and then it was great.
I was gonna get something for today too, like I said last week, but I just turned too lazy, so I didn't. So here's what I'm drinking.
Diet Vernors.
Is it mirrored?
No,
I guess it's mirrored.
it flips it so I see it correctly, but you are looking in a mirror.
Oh, because
That
I
is the
didn't
that's
think
the
I
right
had
way
mine.
to do it.
Okay.
That's the right way to do it because you'll be. I tried it the other way, and then it's like I want to point to something, and I got the wrong hand. So
Yeah.
it's really ingenious. You're looking into a mirror, but everybody else is seeing it flipped.
So I'm drinking beer, ginger beer.
Yeah, I have to use the good stuff. I don't have any other tequila. I've been on a bourbon kick lately.
Well, we could always do bourbon. You could do bourbon. Again, I'm thinking we're sharing. My brain is so confused by the fact that we're looking at each other talking, but we're not in the same room.
You know, there's some in this flask. It's
Hey.
from golf.
From golf?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
It's still good.
I'm gonna start with some Blanco.
This is Blanco.
I
I don't know what kind it is.
I'm gonna start with some Blanco here.
I'm sure it's yours.
Wow. All done. Good. This wasn't really my favorite. Like Diamond Tequila. Not Blanco, Diamond.
I don't know what this is.
That means. All right, so raise your ginger beer or your tequila.
Clink, clink,
Clink.
and I'll clink my own glass.
Here's to life.
Sorry, I drank.
That's pretty good.
Or the toast was over.
Must be a good selection there, Joe. Whatever you had last at golf when we won. When we won it all.
Does it taste vanilla-y?
No.
So it's not the George Clooney Richard Gere tequila.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. No, well.
I have my eye on a set of small bottles of all the different Richard Gere, George Clooney tequilas with the 3 flavors plus the mezcal, 4 bottles. So I'm going to have to go buy that, as we open up. It's down the street.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went to, I haven't been to any liquor stores. I've just been to the grocery. So I just get normal stuff. I got, Woodford Reserve. Got the bourbon. And they didn't take the alarm thing off.
That's right. You told me
Yeah,
that.
the little sensor thing.
Somehow you told.
Yeah. So I walked out, pushed the cart out there, and the beepers all went off. Beep, beep. Nobody came. Nobody even looked at me. So I just kept walking. I didn't care. I didn't realize till I got home when I took the bottle out. Oh crap! This thing is still on there. Then I'm thinking, is there an ink pack in here or something? If I break it, is it going to explode on me? And am I going to be able to drink this stuff?
I thought of that today because I thought of that because at Kroger today, I got 2 bottles of wine, and I do the scan and keep it all in the cart, and you just go to the checkout yourself and you scan the register, and you don't have to take anything out. But they'll flag someone over if you have like alcohol or if you have an item with a security device like Tide, apparently. So
Tide.
So yes, it tells you when you scan it, so you keep it handy because they have to see it and like rescan it. So that's the only thing. I try to buy the smaller Tides and they don't have a security. But like if you buy Tylenol or something, there's a security. So so she didn't have to see the wines because she knew I was old enough. I did the whole thing. Why you don't need to see my ID? Dad joke stuff. And then I started thinking. She said, "Do any of them have the security device on them?" And then I said, "Good question. You could have used someone with that."
Yeah, nobody asked me.
So, well, I'm sipping The diamond tequila.
I'm sipping the mystery. I don't know what this is, but it's good.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out. It could just be like the cheaper stuff, or who knows? It was the last night. I might have finished the Patron or something.
Ah, wait.
It's pretty good, whatever it is.
I'm not getting anything from HUD.
He's got better things to do than sit inside.
Yeah, but no, I mean, he said, okay, he's set. I told him we're on, and I gave him the info. So I was waiting for the whole, how do I start this thing questions. But,
Well, I might as well show off my props since they have nothing to do with Buffett. But I got these from John Mabry a few days ago.
Oh, look at that.
This is not the whole series. This is just a bunch of copies of book one. But
that was that.
Oh, I thought it was a series. Yeah.
No, they haven't been printed yet. Just the first book. But I have multiple copies of book one.
Wow.
Cool.
And the other really wild thing was today he emailed me. See, there's.
Wow, look at that.
He,
you're doing like card tricks with it.
I cannot shuffle them, but I will fan them out.
Neither could Patty.
Very good.
Well, that I could shuffle that way. I just put two separate piles and drop them. And but anyway, my co-author John emailed me this morning that he found this YouTube video, and it's this guy who gives advice on how to monetize books through the Amazon store, and he was talking about using keywords so that your book will show up in Amazon searches. And the book he was using as an example was our book.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have no idea why he picked it. He was talking about. I don't know if I don't think he knows us, but he just picked the book basically because he liked the cover.
Wow.
He thought it had a strong cover, and it is a really cool cover. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, I know.
Our sponsor,
awesome.
And it is a cool cover.
That's and it was just amazing. It was like a 20-minute tutorial on how to use keywords. But the thing was, I don't even actually like the advice, but it's cool that he used our book. But anyway, he was using other authors' names as keywords so that when people would search for their book, our book would show up in the search results.
Oh.
Which is kind of sketchy. It's what people used to do when they were writing web pages. They would put like sex and porn and those type of words in the metadata tags for your web page, just so when people would search for sex and porn on Google, your page would show up. And Google got so upset with that they changed the algorithm for how they index all their web pages. And I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon does the same thing. If I'm going to put George Railroad Martin as one of my keywords, and the book has nothing to do with Game of Thrones or George Railroad Martin, it seems kind of underhanded. It seems kind of sneaky.
But
anyway,
but everybody's doing it.
Yeah, but for how long? They were doing it in the Wild West of the internet, but that changed.
Right. I mean, porn sites were putting in regular words that people would search in, big, celebrity names and stuff like that, so that you'd get their site.
But it was pretty.
Joe knows. Well. Joe knows all about it.
I heard about that. Never did though.
It was pretty wild to see our book in this video on YouTube. And also he was talking about the author names. So my name is in that video, mispronounced, of course, but it's still in there.
Well, that's cool.
That's my latest non-Buffett news.
Nice.
All right, well, I might as well kick this. Well, let's see. One last chance for now. Nothing from HUD. So the year is 2020, the lost year, as it'll be known for. It's the 16th of April, and you're wasting away on the North Coast with Amigo Schmoe.
Mike.
And Mickey.
Today's episode sponsored by the Prison Stone.
That's right.
Yes.
Part of the Red Horn Saga.
That's right.
Now available on Amazon.
What was I going to say? Oh, Joe, you were talking about this being 2020 being the lost year, but this might turn out to be the biggest year in our podcast history.
Oh yeah,
At least
that's true.
recent years. We're probably going to have more podcasts in 2020
I know.
We're
than
up
the
to
last
It's the
5
new
two.
years
norm.
combined.
It's the new normal.
I think we tied 2019 with
I
2
think so.
episodes.
Right.
Right. And video. I mean,
Mhm.
we've had video, but we've never done video podcasts, I don't think.
Yeah, that outweighs the stupid little audio MP3s.
But it's
Archaic.
it's lit a little fire under our asses. Or
Either
at least-
that, or yeah, we're so bored we have to do
Yes.
Mhm.
It's so bored. Yeah, like I know I've seen some of the one-liners. The one I liked is the dog looked at me as if to say, "Yeah, now you know why I chew on the furniture." Yes, sit home all day.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw.
How you guys-
All right, so
How you
guy
guys
looking
holding
out
up?
the door.
How you
That's
guys holding
fine.
up?
I'm working. I got although I have to take vacation days, I have to take 5 days of vacation between now and May 15th.
Hmm.
So I got tomorrow off.
You gave yourself tomorrow off.
Yep, I have to use them. So
I'm really
Okay,
starting
wait.
to feel cabin
you
fever.
guys froze on me. You said you
No,
had to
you
take
froze.
you froze. You're the only one frozen.
It must be on my end because you guys froze on me. Oh, my internet connection is unstable.
Ah,
What the hell?
Much like the operator.
Yes. Well, it seems to be okay now. So
I saw
anyway, you
that
have to take
announcement
vacation or
yesterday.
something, you said?
Yeah, they figure, well, we're going to be busy later on in the year when we do go back. So everybody had to take a week of vacation. All the salary people had to take a week's vacation, like during this downtime. And then
When you want to or all at the same time?
I can take whenever. I took like every Friday through middle of May.
Okay.
What else am I going to do? I thought, well, I'd love to take a
forced.
week off.
Last week we were forced, but not go anywhere. We were
Yeah,
forced
I'm
to
not
take
gonna go
4 days
anywhere either.
off. Basically, it was 4 days because of the holiday. So I'm back to work this week.
And then HUD says, well, why don't you come down here? And I said, that's a great idea. Why not? I could work poolside down there. But I'd be worried about flying down. Maybe I couldn't get back. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not. I wonder how that works because you're not supposed to, right?
Right.
I
you're not
guess.
really supposed to.
Yeah.
It's not essential. I'm just like, I'm going to work by the pool. Okay. That's not essential, but it is to me.
Yes, it's the best way. Yeah, but I'm just sitting around like today. I said, oh, it's too cold to go for a bike ride, and I went and walked the dog, and I'm like, I could have done the bike ride if I got lit a little fire under my ass.
It sucks out
and
there.
did
You know
it.
what? I think it's supposed
It's
to
just
snow
that-
tomorrow.
Like 1 to 3 inches here
Yeah.
on the North
What
Coast.
kind of bull crap is that?
and it snowed Wednesday.
Yeah, I
yesterday?
think
Today
yesterday.
snowed, too.
Was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday it snowed.
No, it was
Like-
Wednesday. It was Wednesday. Today's Thursday. What am I
Which-
talking about?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, it's
I'm thinking-
Thursday, the 14th of
Yeah, just
April.
talking about
Murray.
Friday, and it got me thinking of Friday. Yeah, it snowed
Look, the only
yesterday,
reason
Wednesday.
Joe
It
knows
snowed
is
a
because
lot
he's
more
looked
than
at
I
the
thought it would.
calendar.
Yeah, but my little on the laptop just has the time and date. Doesn't have the
couldn't-
day of the week.
I couldn't believe that it snowed that heavy because I was seeing occasional flakes, but it was a definite blizzard,
Yeah.
and it covered the tree branches, it covered the
Right.
lawns,
It was kind
and
of
then
pretty.
and then by sundown it all melted away.
Then later on, or no, yeah, that was like earlier in the day. It did that while I was working. Then after work, I walked the dog, and it just like a blizzard for like 5 minutes in the middle of the walk. I mean, you couldn't hardly see. It was crazy, like those little balls of snow, not flakes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they were.
And then it was by the time I got home, it was all melted and it was sunny. It was a 20-minute walk.
Yep.
Well,
But-
that's the weather report.
Well, you got to talk about the weather if it's going to snow in beginning April. Although it always seems middle of April. It always seems to snow. You think it's all done, and there's always a snowfall around Easter.
I'm going to.
But you know what? Would we have golfed yesterday? Was that like our kick? Our
No,
start season?
next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Wow.
Next Wednesday. I meant to send an email today. I'm going to try to tomorrow because they sent me an email. The club is a couple, and they said you could not play this year at all and still keep your spot for next year. Stuff like that. I'm supposed to go. I was supposed to go to Aruba in 2 weeks, and we officially canceled plans yesterday. So this is an Aruba shot glass. I'm going to have some Patron.
Yeah, see, I just made it back from Antigua. That's when I'll help.
Mm. Definitely better than the Diamond. That was Patron Reposado.
Respondo.
Well, let's kick in some Buffett stuff. I did enjoy, because it was different, turning on the Australia show yesterday on Margaritaville TV.
You know, I forgot all about it. I forgot entirely. Did not watch it.
Playing the part of Joe today. Mike.
I didn't watch it last night, but I just found out, just meaning a few hours ago, that they have a replay for Europe, because European audiences were complaining that the 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. plays were bad timing for them. So they had a 3 p.m. airing today, 3 p.m. our time, for Europe. So I got to see a chunk of that airing of it. So I just saw it under the wire.
I noticed it was like something like 7 GMT, 7 Greenwich Mean Time, and then I did the math and I figured it was 2 or 3 or whatever it was, and because I didn't understand, but then it was playing last night. It was cool.
I think we're -4 because of
daylight savings time.
Because usually it's
we're 4
5.
and 5. You're right. When we're 5 in real time, and when we go on fake time, it's 4.
UTC.
I know that from
in Europe.
I know that from my computer, my mainframe days.
Fake time.
And I did find some more Buffett content that was posted yesterday, and I forgot about it, but I was watching it also this afternoon. It was an hour-long chat with, I know I'm going to get the name wrong, so with the St. Louis coach, Sean Payton, Jimmy Buffett and Coach Sean Payton on YouTube.
From New Orleans, coach, right? Or does he move?
St. Louis?
Yeah, well, it shows you what I know.
Well, they don't.
I think I meant
don't have a
Saints.
team anymore.
I meant Saints.
Yes, Saints.
So it came out as
the St. Louis Saints.
It's okay. You're way ahead of us. There ain't gonna be any football anymore. So here.
So they had a nice little chat, and I kind of wasn't all that interested in it because I assumed it was just going to be about Jimmy's love for New Orleans football. But it actually turned out kind of interesting. I've only seen about 20 minutes of it, and it's over 50 minutes. It's less than an hour, so maybe 57 minutes. And there is a lot of football talk, but Jimmy talks about the new album and talks about how he wasn't sure if he wanted to release an album because he didn't know if albums sell anymore. But he just set aside some time to write some songs with all his songwriting buddies, and he came up with an album's worth of material.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, I know. What do you what's an album anymore?
And he also sorry.
Weird. No, I just meant, the concept. I mean, you have an album, or I'm going to get the physical copy and stuff, but what, do you have to do that anymore? How is that done in the music world? Nowadays?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think the old timers still just like the idea of setting aside a collection of songs. And let's call it a collection. Let's call it an album's worth of songs. A song album.
Jimmy doesn't have to worry, but you have artists like we follow, Roger Klein, and they have to. It's a budget thing. So if they're going to get time in the studio, they're going to book 2 weeks and they're going to plan on it, and they're going to have enough songs for an album and get it all done. Efficiently. They can't just go in and out of the studio and stuff.
Right. The
You get a
smaller bands,
producer and all that.
they actually have like Kickstarters and stuff to make enough money to pay for studio time.
Yeah, that's Ward Hayden
Yeah.
now.
Yes, exactly.
And he also talked about being in New Orleans. I mean, Mardi Gras, and I forgot that Jimmy was part of Mardi Gras, and Jimmy was talking about all the coronavirus that was spread at that event, but
Yeah.
he was able to avoid it all somehow. So that's very cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's nuts. Crazy.
Yeah, that's why it was so bad in Louisiana all this time.
Right.
All started there.
Yep. And now they're saying if only they'd known, they might have called off Mardi Gras.
Right.
No way. Yeah. They never would have. They're upset now with anything down there. Anything that's closed.
Now we got people up here that are upset with anything closed. People can't go on boats in the middle of April, in the middle of snowstorms, and they're all upset. They're going to go protest at the in Lansing.
They're upset that they're healthy, so they
Yeah.
had to go complain about it. Just
Yeah.
surround the Capitol building and complain about it.
The shutdown's too restrictive. Well,
Well, I don't understand. It's Michigan, and I don't want to get. I mean, there's Confederate flags and
Yeah.
flags with the president's name on them, which is just weird. Anyway, that it
But
exists.
It's also a federal guideline too, right? It's not just a state thing. I know, state took
there's guidelines in the state. She took pretty restrictive, but we're the third worst state.
Exactly.
We're just Michigan.
Exactly.
If New York, yeah, LA, yeah. They had 400,000 people pouring in from China once it was discovered in California. Most of them in California.
Right.
And then, New York is New York. They live on top of each other. And we're Michigan. So, we have to do something. I mean, everybody, yeah. There must be reasons for it. And you can't get seeds and stuff. And they're upset about that. All of a sudden, they're all planting stuff.
Now everybody wants
to
plant in April. Nobody plants in April in Michigan anyway. That's just
especially day of a snow blizzard.
It's
But it's like they wanted to they felt like protesting. I think it really was cabin fever. It's I gotta protest something. Yeah. So let's head to Lansing and just stand outside and shout. But the thing is, the only stores that can't sell seeds are the really big stores. If you went to a small store that just sells seeds, you can buy seeds.
The farmers,
but Walmart
get their seeds
and Meijer
the way they always get them. They don't go to Walmart. I mean, the farmers. So our agriculture industry can still thrive.
Well, once again, it's April.
I know.
Seeds
well, they might be planting it, but I'm thinking farmers and stuff. And people are mad because they can't plant daffodils or something. And it's not even flower day at Eastern Market yet. Which won't happen. But
they're going on about because they can't go to their vacation homes up in Upper Michigan. But you know what? That's why they did it, is so you don't drag the thing from down here where everybody's
to Upper Michigan.
Up there.
It really is shameful for the people of our state. It shows you the difference in their state, because the problem is they're not feeling the pain anywhere but in our county, our tri-county area, and in Detroit.
Right.
So this is where the pain's being felt, and they don't give a shit. They sure like the water and the government that we give them. But when it comes to anything else, and dare I say, it goes along racial lines. They don't give a shit about Detroit up there.
It's not just the upper people. I mean, it's people around here. There's people here that are complaining.
Well, yeah. Because there's a lot of people that live, but again, they're of a certain color that were there protesting from around here, and they're the same color as us. I didn't see much diversity in protesting. It was a rally, is what it was.
It was a rally.
So, because they're not feeling the pain. Most of them are not feeling the pain.
Yeah.
And they're like, why do we have to do this?
Right. Yeah, it's a bunch of people, a subset of the population that's not feeling it. But they will.
Yeah, that's the thing. 2 weeks from now.
Right.
How much the case is going to jump in 14 days, 13 days, 13 and a half days. I'll give them a half.
Yeah, thanks a lot for hurting us even more, you dumbasses.
Yep.
They're not listening to our show, but you're dumbasses.
Well, now we're all pissed off.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go get another beer.
Cool down. Cool yourself down.
Yeah.
I do have to say though, I'm really starting to feel cabin fever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just getting very touchy. The slightest thing sets me off, and it sucks that you just can't go outside and just stand on the deck and just absorb some sunlight because now the temperatures are dropping.
Right.
You think it's going to get better, but now it's going to be in the 30s tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
At best, what 50s next week at best.
Well, 50s is good. 50s is fine. I mean, I'm not going to go out and suntan. I just want to go outside and leave the house for a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, back to the Buffett show. It was I had never seen it. I don't know if I really heard it or anything, but I thought it sounded pretty good. I thought it sounded really good. It was fun to hear it, but that might be just because I was starved for, maybe feel like summer was coming. But I was struck by how big the stage was and like how small the band looked up on the stage. There was no like conga drums or anything. I didn't notice. I don't think. It was just the drummer and Greenwich.
I don't think I noticed that. I think I was mainly listening to it more than watching it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I just noticed early in the show was Brown Eyed Girl, and then the little musical interlude near the end, the percussion and stuff. I was like, I noticed they weren't showing a conga drum guy, and then I didn't see it on panning of the band later on. Oh my God. He must be on his phone.
Yep.
Vertical.
Yeah, you got to connect the audio.
Can you hear us?
No.
Oh, it's connecting. It's connecting.
He's got to turn his phone sideways.
Everybody gets.
Oh, now he's connected.
That old man.
He's connected to audio.
You get that old man look. Everybody when they use their phone because they're looking down their nose.
Well, this isn't a group of weens.
Hey, bitches.
You look like you lost some weight, Hud.
Yeah, I think I have. I've been
tanned and healthy.
I've been working out a little bit down here.
He can walk outside in the wintertime.
We can't walk outside in the springtime.
Exactly.
Shorts and a t-shirt.
Right. Damn it.
We had a blizzard yesterday. We're getting 1 to 3 inches of snow tomorrow.
That sounds horrible.
Yes.
But it's not going to last, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Doesn't matter. Still terrible.
How come you're not on a plane?
I know, no doubt. I should. I could work from down there as easy as I can work from up here.
I'm telling you.
I was just telling these guys. The only thing I'm thinking is if I might not be able to get home. But not that that's a bad thing.
Well, I mean, if you had to, you could take a car. But, I mean, I don't see them shutting down the airports. I mean, everybody now is talking about getting things back open in May 1st.
Yeah. They're pushing to try to open stuff up. But
not here, but
not Michigan.
No. Well, Ohio is.
Yeah, Ohio actually said they're easing. They're going to start easing it May 1st.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they changed that a little bit. Yeah. They had a head start, and they don't have a big city like Detroit. So.
Well, the Daily Briefing today was talking about a 3-phase plan to open up the country. So.
Did they give a timetable, Mickus?
No.
No, it's going to go state by state.
Area by area.
But
they're going to send a bunch of scientists around.
And they were talking about just certain businesses would come back open, and then more businesses, and then the third. But they still have to maintain social distancing. Any common rooms in your company have to be shut down, closed off.
Wow.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, at our work, they're saying there's no more face-to-face meetings, and they're going to close little cabanas up. And our cafeteria had closed when we were there.
I bet
I
everybody's
haven't
going,
been there in a long time.
darn, no conferences anymore. Oh,
Well, it's all on the.
All
It's all
this way.
like this.
Exactly. It's all
Like this.
FaceTime
It's
stuff.
and everybody's dog is barking and those people with
I mean, lucky.
and the dogs come into you, yeah, and other people they come, like as soon as I get on a meeting, Lucky comes into my room with a squeak toy. It's like he knows he's like a little child. He's not paying attention to me. He's talking to somebody else. I'm gonna come in here with a squeak toy. And then of course the deliveries come and all hell breaks loose.
Yep.
When the deliveries come, got to protect the house.
Oh yeah. Until they come through the door.
Delivery guys.
Yeah.
So that's good to see you. Are you? Let me guess. Are you in the back, in that chair that's up against the back patio doors?
Yep.
No, I'm actually sitting inside.
That's what I mean. You're inside.
Oh yeah,
like where I watched
yes,
that movie.
Where Joe fell asleep watching that movie.
Yeah. Joe's perch is his
It was
the smoke perch.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, I didn't want to go outside. It's dark out.
It's too hot.
you're scary.
It kind of cooled off today.
Down to 80.
Well, this morning it was really, really hot, and then we got a little rain this afternoon, so the temperature cooled off a little bit. And then, then back to the normal next couple of weeks.
Jeez.
Wish we had that.
Yeah, we set records like the last 3 or 4 days, I think they were saying, for highs.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Damn it.
Well, we podcasted last week, and then we talked about your hundreds of thousands of little tiny liquor bottles in the box in the garage. And I thought for sure I took a picture. So after the podcast, I didn't. So I couldn't find it. So I was looking for the picture, and then I just looked through all our pictures, Margarita Day and the pool and the gator. I was going through them all.
Margarita Day, that was a fun day.
Yeah. Well,
just think how much fun it is.
Because I still have tequila.
I know you do.
I was going to say, just think how much fun it'd be if we bought more than one bottle of tequila.
Yeah. You guys kind of hit the wall on Sunday on the tequila.
Yeah, we did drink. We actually went into his other stashes that day.
Oh yeah,
we drank a ton that day.
That was a lot of because that was a big bottle. And we talked about all this last week. Mike took that big first step into the hot tub but didn't spill his drink.
Yeah. Almost went to the ER, but his drink was intact.
Didn't spill a drop.
Yeah.
I think I had 2 of them in my hand because I thought I brought Joe one, and I didn't spill a drop of either one.
Something like that, yeah.
What balance?
All right, so what else is going on?
Not a whole lot with me. I mean, this same old stuff. I mean, this no working is really, really nice. I mean,
well, it is when you have a resort in your backyard.
Yeah, well, it does make a difference. Let me tell you, I'd probably be bored if I didn't have a pool, a deck.
How does that work for you, Hud? I mean, you're not working from home.
No.
I mean, are you getting paid or not getting paid for this?
I'm getting paid, full pay still.
Jeez, because you're working for the state. I know.
Yeah.
So that isn't bad.
Yeah, I don't know how long this gravy train's going to last, but I'm not looking, not feeling too guilty about it.
No, that's
just a couple weeks.
Well, I haven't been to work since March 17th. And then like the 23rd, I haven't worked at all. No at home or anything.
Wow.
So, and as a matter of fact, I got to do payroll today. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, you better. You want to get paid.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, it's just no idea. They haven't said anything. Actually, they were talking about trying to get us to do some more work from home, but they're trying to figure out what we could do, I guess. That's my guess. And then they're talking about doing that until May 31st.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's just rumor from one of the girls called me and said that. they're talking about staying out of the office until the 31st, which seems like a long time.
What's odd is because Florida, they didn't really close down the state, but it's like the state
No.
employee, you stopped working.
Yeah,
It's
and
weird.
it's not all the state; it's just different branches of it, or because some were still at the state building where I work working.
Yeah, they were one of the last ones to close up.
Yeah,
So our beach is still closed down there?
yeah. Except for private ones can still be open. So I'm not sure how that works, but and you can go out boating and everything. They haven't done anything. They haven't said you can't take out
boating. We can't go boating up here.
You can go kayaking.
Yeah, we can kayak.
Or canoe.
They were I have to admit, when I was off last week, it was pretty good weather, and we were riding our bike out at Willow Metro Park and stuff. I mean, all the way from here, and they were a lot of people kayaking and stuff.
No kidding.
And a cop yelling at them and stuff from his car, from his speaker. He wouldn't go out and talk to anybody, and he was like, "Hey, you can't kayak in the pond." We hear it stuff. It was over the speaker from his vehicle. I don't blame him.
That's funny.
But it was tough biking because everybody, not that the park was packed, but they're all on the path because there's nothing that, it's all wet and cold. You're not going to go picnicking, but you're going to walk the path. Entire families, everybody's out of school. So it was like, if you walked it wasn't social distancing at all if you're near anybody. And biking, you'd have to go right through their, wake of virus, I guess. It was uncomfortable. So I forgot I had a mask one day. I would put on and off, but you're not supposed to touch it. So whatever. So
crazy times.
Yeah, weird, bizarre.
This is where we would be.
I mean, there's probably, again, I'm hearing more and more seriously, like they're preparing for at least, probably not going to have college football, but at least Michigan's canceling their whole non-Big Ten slate. September's gone. It's not official, but September's going to be gone.
Well, I guess the ticket money is due like the first week of May, because I heard
May 15th or May 10th is the first third. They split into third now. Because I sent them at the beginning, and in March or beginning of April, I said, I'm not making April 10th. I'm not doing it, but I don't want to just give up my – and I had a feeling. They said, don't worry, it's now May 10th or 15th or something. But then they sent an email the next day to everybody, and it said it's in like 1/3 payments. But still, I'm not paying. Only less than half of people have renewed their season tickets so far. That's the figure that today.
How can they stick 100,000 people in there and not have a vaccine around for
No, we're not gonna have it. I'm looking for any excuse to give up my season tickets. It's like it's about time, but I need a reason, and I would still go because I can get in, at least how it is in past years. But I don't want to give up my seats until I have to give them up, and because this year is going to suck anyway for tickets. So maybe next year, I don't know what's in front of us, but if things get back to any kind of normal, then next year it'll be a good slate, and I wouldn't mind paying for the tickets because State and Ohio State are on the schedule.
Right.
But this year there ain't nobody, and they're right away when this started. All the big wigs said we ain't going to Washington. We're not going to where the first epicenter was in Washington State. We're not going there to Seattle for the first game, a Labor Day weekend. But everybody had all these trips scheduled, and I think they're looking at a way to back that off now. So we're looking at October 1st or something, first game, something like that.
Yeah, but it'll be without people, right? It's just TV stuff.
Well, maybe. But you can't have the team practicing together if they're giving the virus to each other. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying just skip the year. This is what's cool in a way is the golden goose is cooked. I think the entertainment sports industry is getting a little straightened out a bit in a way, because they've been just abusing everything. Everybody's getting paid way too much, and ticket prices are way too high and all that, and it's all going to fall. They're going to fall flat. There's already been, I think there's been some schools that, sports are disappearing off of colleges, soccer and stuff. Certain colleges are just getting rid of it,
wow.
Yeah. So we're talking about like maybe not the Power Five yet, but the group of five after that, like UConn and stuff, getting rid of like soccer and this and that because they can't pay for it. So it's they've been cooking that gold. They finally killed the golden goose. What are they going to do? It's going to hit their adjust. So, and same with
concerts, right?
The music.
There's going to be no concerts.
Same with the music industry.
Yeah.
The music industry they charge way too much for tickets for so long.
Oh, yeah.
Now what are they going to do? But they might charge a ton for having very little at the show. I don't know. But something's happening.
Tickets. I mean, I paid for tickets. Mick will be pissed. Kenny Chesney. I already bought Kenny Chesney tickets for August, and I bought these months ago.
Yeah, that was before the new year, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get them.
Yeah.
I thought if we go, you can't plan. I mean, you can't say that far out because I thought to myself, there could be a pandemic or something. But Mike didn't think
This is all your fault.
Mike didn't.
So,
Hey,
You're the one who knew ahead of time.
No, I'm blaming. Doesn't Mike think ahead for things like that?
Mike doesn't plan for pandemics.
To stick to one more thing on sports, Wimbledon, man, they know what they're doing. They already canceled Wimbledon this year. They're getting $140 million plus from their insurance company because they've been paying $2 million a year for like 17 years for specifically pandemic insurance.
Wow.
No way.
So they're the ones that knew ahead of time.
Yeah, they should be running
They saw
the
it
world. They should be running the world. Who would have thought 17 years ago, I better have pandemic insurance?
Like the guy that wrote that is laughing every year.
I know. $2 million for 17 years. That's $34 million. They got to pay out $141 million or something.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, don't get too excited over there because it's all going to cost us somewhere along the line in our insurance price.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it always trickles down.
And UK has some crazy insurance laws that I think we should look at. But
On our podcast.
This guy's picture at the office, this guy's picture's employee of the year, and now his desk is empty.
He's fired. Yeah.
The wall is empty.
Yeah.
You renewed that? Oh.
You didn't up the price? Pandemic insurance. I'm telling you, man, they win. They're the winners. They're the winners, man. Wimbledon. And they didn't blink an eye. They didn't say, maybe we'll do it without people. Maybe we'll postpone it. No, they just said right away, it's done. We're not even messing with
that was a business decision of all business decisions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Made sense. Smart move.
I mean, the last time they canceled it, they had, we got bombed. World War II. That's when Center Court got destroyed. We're going to have to cancel.
They didn't have insurance for that.
Then they said, you know what? We're getting insurance.
We're going to get insurance for everything.
Hitler insurance, pandemic insurance.
So golf, Masters got canceled pretty early on.
Well, it's postponed, right? They're still going to have it.
Yeah,
they're another entity that has nothing but cash, right? And when their television is, they'll have it probably because you know what? They're like an infomercial. They pay for the time. They pay. It's like one big commercial, and then they hire CBS to produce the television coverage.
Is that how they do it?
Yeah, they do. That's why I remember when they didn't have commercials for a couple of years because the women were protesting. They just said, okay, fine, no commercials. They have very little as it is. They have sponsors. So they have very little commercials. And then that was awesome for a couple of years. There's no commercials. They didn't care.
Joe's done research on this.
I know my master stuff. I'm going to start tearing off. I love that term, even though they're so terrible and snobby, rich and white privilege and everything, but it's such a, a beautiful course and stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, will it be the same if they played it in July? You know what I mean? That's
No.
the whole thing. Yeah.
The whole thing is it's around Easter, and
Right.
it was always right before tax day, and then it was always like, this is the beginning of spring.
Right. The bloom.
March Madness is the end of winter, and then here it is. You see those azaleas and everything on TV,
Right.
and that music, and it's like, this is, I just, and it's usually not, you can't go outside because it's still a little cold, and you just see that green and the flowers.
Joe's getting choked up.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Battery's got a Woody.
Yeah.
Good thing I wore sweats.
Yeah.
Well, I drank my Aruba shot. No Aruba this year. We were going in a couple weeks.
Yeah. No. You can still transit. I mean, Grosset, Mike did.
I don't know. They're starting to get. Yeah, he did. To get married of all things.
I made it back.
I know. Yeah. Boy, you usually would have thought you would have had the open door on that one, Weed. Oh, we can't leave to go get married. The pandemic is closing everything down.
It didn't happen until we were already gone.
Yeah.
All hell broke loose on Tuesday when we were there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's when it all went crazy. Well, Thursday was the big. Was it Thursday? I think it was Tuesday. When they told
you told me you were going to skip the wedding.
Yeah. Okay. So that was Thursday.
Yeah.
That's when they came out. The State Department said, "Oh, everybody that's traveling internationally should come home immediately."
Right.
Oh shit! We're gonna have to cancel the wedding. We're not gonna be able to. We have to get home. I'm not gonna be able to.
Was it a wedding? Was it privately just you guys, or was there some kind of group package where there are other people that got married too?
No, it's just us two on the beach. Yeah.
But it was all like scheduled. You couldn't say, "Hey, let's do this," in the morning. Or
No, plane. It was booked. It was like what was it? 3:00. 3:00 in the afternoon. And it had to be because we had to clear out before the evening wedding because there was another wedding after us.
Okay, so they.
And they toughed it out too, huh?
Yeah. There was, I would say the whole place was maybe 50% occupied by the end of the week.
Wow. That's not bad.
No, it was no lines. That was kind of cool.
That makes it nice.
Yep. No waiting for any restaurants or wait for drinks at the pool or anything. It was no problem.
Yeah, well, that part works out.
Yeah, it worked out for you. You have a story to tell.
Yeah. I was there. Pandemic. Yeah, we were originally going to come home and miss the wedding, but then we said, "Oh, you know what? That's what we came here for. We'll do this."
Yeah, right. That was the whole reason. This is kind of the thing.
Yeah, that's what he says. Amber said, "Listen, pal,
we're staying.
You said you're getting married. We're getting married.
Yeah.
I don't care if we can't get back.
We're going nowhere.
I'm not letting you off the hook." All right. Cheers. I got the glyph.
I see that.
Different glass for each shot.
I've got a water bottle.
This is the Anejo. Boy, it's dark. It's dark. I don't know if it shows up that way.
I'm still working on whatever that was that you brought to the last golf outing or last golf.
Much different.
I'm empty.
Fruit. Oh, wow.
It's the mystery tequila. I don't know what it is.
Wait, well, it's your glass, so you filled it up then, huh? I was thinking I filled.
No?
Did I bring it and fill it up to you? Yeah, I probably did.
Filled it at the course.
Yeah, that's right.
Wrong.
No, we did that many times. That wasn't Kirkland. I've never owned Kirkland yet. But when I do, I buy it one bottle at a time.
About it. I mean, Christ, for a guy that's never owned a bottle, you sure were talking shit about it.
But when I do
Everybody
own
that
it,
would listen.
It's one at a time. That's for sure.
You should have got a commission for that sale.
Well, that's the thing. We talked about this last week. The grandpa guy took my advice, but bought like 4 bottles of tequila, 2
Not us. We just bought one.
Blancos.
That
He
dude
probably
manned up.
he probably had the perfect margarita recipe in front of him, and it said, it says white for bite. Remember?
Yep.
In fact, I took a picture of him. I just took a picture before I came up. Maybe I'll bring it up as we talk here.
He's in deep thought. Look at him.
I know.
Yeah, go ahead.
You could probably walk all the way to his house, Mike, pour some liquor in his coffee, and he wouldn't even know you were there.
This was seriously done. He had no idea. Wow, this is good.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was just thinking, that sounds familiar. I heard about that happening to somebody once. Yeah, tell that story for Mick. Tell that story for Mick.
I slid the door open, poured the liquor in his coffee, and I went back in, closed the door, made all kinds of racket. I wasn't trying to be quiet. I just did this thing. And he never even knew I was there.
He thought the whipped cream made it sweet.
Yeah, I did. I said, boy, the coffee tastes sweet for some reason.
Because I poured a bunch of liquor 43 in it.
Yeah.
Good old Schmoe.
Well, if you're going to share something, I'm going to run and get another land shark.
I have one of my little projects is I took a bunch. I don't know if can I zoom? Oh, yeah. So I took I found a bunch of pins. So Hud, while I'm talking, do you recognize this thing?
Well, it went small. Yeah, I recognized the visor while you had it on.
Yeah, from Kings Island, remember?
Kings Island, right.
So that was in a box, and then I had I had like a Ziploc bag full of all these pins, and you can see like this is a cheeseburger and Caseville, Mickey. Cheeseburger and Caseville.
I remember
pin.
the one underneath it. I remember that pin and the one in the bottom corner underneath that.
Yeah, I've got that.
The Corona. Yeah.
Yeah, the Corona one.
I don't know where, I just had this Jimmy Buffett Air Margaritaville.
That one looks familiar, but kind of.
And here's this is the Order of the Sleepless Nights.
I definitely have that one.
Yeah. And just a Jimmy Buffett with a parrot pin, that would go on a hat, Actually, I feel like I should put that on something and take this out of the frame. But it's like a little shallow shadow box. And really, I put behind it an old page, Mickey, of Coconut Telegraph. Yeah. And then I thought I would need it as backing but everything covered so much. Then I found this. I said, what the hell? So I slipped this in. This is an actual postcard that I got sent to me by Greg. So great, and so on the back of it is lost. I should have taken a picture. Maybe I did, but it's deep in my iCloud somewhere. But he just wrote some stuff on it, because he went to Key West during college. Anyway, it's pretty cool.
It does. That came out
so
pretty
I put
good.
It together. Yeah, it did. Because I don't know what I'm doing, but I figured, what am I doing with these things? So I put them in this little shadow box I had.
I was going
preparing for the podcast today. This picture looks good. I look like Mickey here taking a picture. This is getting ready for tonight's podcast.
That's an awesome welcome basket. I would love to receive a basket like that.
Yeah. I had a basket downstairs. I put everything in there, and I walked up. I left this down there, but it looks so good. Huh. All right.
Wow. Joe's turning into an interior designer now.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of free time.
This is true.
Exactly.
He can't spend all that working.
This is true. Well, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
HUD? Oh, there he is.
We got HUD again. There we go. Oh, well, anyway, let's see. Did we talk anything Buffett? We're all catching up. But
hey, did you get the I send an email to 50 or whatever? The greatest songs or whatever somebody put out there?
Let's I'll find it. HUD.
I'm not even sure how I sent it.
Did I get the 50 greatest songs?
No, it was quarantine songs, right? Or it was during the quarantine. I wish they would have said, pick out the right quarantine mix, and it just became their favorite songs. Where is it?
What was it? I thought that was I don't know. I thought somebody said 25 that somebody did a thing. I don't know. Find it, Schmoe. How did I send it? Text?
Okay,
here
here
it
it is.
is.
Okay, you
Top
found
songs
it?
to waste away to during coronavirus. Yeah. I kept clicking the video thing, thinking it's a video, but it's not.
Oh,
No, it's an article, and I never played a video, so I did the same thing. I know.
I kept playing the video.
It's
over and
not HUD's fault. It acts like it's a video.
Exactly.
It says it's a video. It has a little, triangle on its side like a
Yep.
play,
right.
and nothing plays. Well, I'm bringing it up. Maybe we can end the show with what if we can.
I got one other story. The second piece of Buffett information I have, and that's the list of song titles for the new album. Have you seen those?
No.
I have seen it. It's like available for. They're all grayed out on Apple.
Oh yeah, that's true. You would see those in Apple Music listing. It's got 14 tracks.
Hey Hud, did you like that first one? Did you hear it? The La Di Da one.
I think I did, right? Didn't you send me that? Somehow I've heard.
Send it. It's like it might have come right from Margaritaville.
Hmm.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
We talked about it last week. I really liked it. These guys, not so much, but I liked it a lot.
Oh, it sounds very Buffett. In fact,
it's a Buffett tune.
I have to think about the last few Buffett albums. We talked about this. Oh, they're good. We review them. We listen to them, and then I really don't bring them back in the rotation again.
Right.
This song, Bama Breeze. There's a song that I keep in the rotation or something. This song, at least, I would keep in the summer rotation. So that's the only one you can play, and the rest are grayed out. Yeah.
Right. So, go on, Mick. Sorry.
No, that was it. I forgot that. That's
I thought
not
you
a
were going
big
to run
deal.
through the list of songs or something.
Oh, okay. Down at the La Di Da is the first track, as we all know. Who Gets to Live Like That? Live Like This is the second track, and that's the one where they have a sample of it, not the whole song, but you can hear a bit of it.
I don't know about that one. That one seems kind of gimmicky. I don't know.
Really? That's the one I like. I like that
Really?
one better
Wow.
than La Di Da.
No.
Oh, well.
Crazy.
The Devil I Know is track 3. Track 4 is The Slow Lane. Track 5 is Cussin' Island, which is intriguing. I'm curious if that song is gimmicky.
It's the only explicit track, it says.
Oceans of Time, track 6. Hey, That's My Wave is track 7. I assume that's going to be Jimmy's surfing song. The World Is What You Make It. Half Drunk. What?
The World Is What You Make It. He's been playing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we heard it, and he played that in our concert. I think.
I don't recall that.
Look back at the
I don't
track.
recall, but I don't recall anything.
I don't
anymore.
recall. Yeah, that's true. That was like a
It was
decade
a long
ago.
time ago, but I thought we heard that one, and I think I remember because I liked it.
Okay, I'll have to track that down. Half Drunk, which I thought we'd heard before, because that title sounds really familiar. Mailbox Money.
I like the title. Oh, sorry.
Track 11 is Slack Tide, which was going to be the original title of the album. Track 12, Live Like It's Your Last Day. Track 13, 15 Cuban Minutes. And the last track is Book on the Shelf. So there you go. It's like listening to the whole album.
And I did order my bonus thing. I ordered that tumbler with the CD.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Is it too late to order the
No, I
stuff?
think
I'm
you
going to order.
wait till May 8th. Probably after May 8th.
After, yeah, no doubt. They'll take your money.
All right. I'm going to. Yeah.
No, he
There you
won't.
Yeah, I expect to get my tumbler on May 8th.
I bet you it shows up earlier. Because I've ordered from Mailboat, and you can get the stuff earlier than the release date, which was
I'll be right back.
In a couple days.
Talk amongst yourself.
And if you do get it early, you have to share so we can do an album review and put it out just alongside the album release.
All right, we'll do that. Didn't we do that before? Because I thought I got one early. We were able to do that. We were able to do the review before the release date.
Now that
But
I think of it.
I'm excited for this album. That the some of the track titles are intriguing, and I like that first song. I think it'll be good. Looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got the 4-box going?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just went to that. Before it was just scanning, bouncing between the 3 of you.
Yeah, that's annoying. I couldn't do that.
I think you see more if your phone is sideways too. You can see more because there's more screen.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to do that, but I see there's some little dots at the bottom. I slid.
They're gonna make the drive.
Hey, there you go. That is better.
What a bunch of weens.
Yep.
So that is much better.
All right, let me I gotta walk over here in the kitchen, Mick, and I gotta show you my hang on.
Oh, cool.
I threw that in the kitchen wall for the hell of
It's nice.
it. I can stand there.
Hey, you guys switch spots.
Yep.
Now HUD's
What-
underneath Mick.
What did I disappear?
HUD walked
It
all
asked
the
me
way
to
across the
put in a
screen.
meeting.
You swapped spots with HUD.
See, Schmoe?
I did.
HUD was walking
All
in
right.
that direction, and his picture went there.
Yeah, he walked all the way across the screen.
I disappeared. Or did I disappear?
No, you just moved
On
to the
the-
other side when HUD pushed
No.
you out of the way.
You guys all went away, and it went ding, 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 or whatever. I was gone. Then it said,
Oh.
"Do you want to join a meeting?" And it was asking me for the meeting number, and then bam, I was back on before I typed in the number.
That's weird.
Maybe it
keep
maybe it
making sure I keep my
recognized
hands
nothing
on
was
camera.
going on, so it logged you out.
That's a good
Right.
background
Still
right there.
remember.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
working.
That is.
That's how you.
It's not as good as a bunch
We
of
need you to stand
a
there
bunch
and
of pins
introduce the
with-
show.
postcard. But yeah.
I can stand here while you guys are all
I
sitting
like
down.
your
Yeah,
shadow
okay.
box, Joe.
You
It's
guys
very
have
nice.
you guys have good backgrounds. You Mike and HUD. And then Mickey's got a good one. It's the computer he's working. And I just got,
Monster
it's the same
Cube.
old walls I've been looking at.
I really
Got
was
lots of
thinking about
Michigan
moving
stuff.
a computer, but I didn't.
Yeah, I got Michigan books, Buffett books somewhere around here. And then some Kelvin and Hobbes are in there too.
All the necessities.
This is a tiki bar candle holder with a pair of Don Julio sunglasses
But
and
you can't tell
a
what
Hawaiian
it is.
shirt. Yeah, he can't. I'd get up, but then I have to take these off. Salute.
So the back to the top coronavirus songs, right? I
Right.
found the list.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right.
Joe, did you find them or no?
Yeah, well, I did, but go ahead. Or do you want to take turns?
We can take turns. And,
Okay.
hopefully, I have it in order, right?
Or just you read 5, I'll read 5.
They're not. Yeah, they're not numbered or anything. So the first one on the list that I see is God's Own Drunk.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, I do see it. Okay.
So God's Own Drunk and Pacing the Cage made it on this list.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's a quarantine song, Pacing the Cage is awesome.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right.
I
didn't
thought
think about
they
that.
should be quarantine songs. They had not listened to our forecasts from our old podcast.
Do they have reasons for the songs?
No, it's just well. Hold on.
Because I need help on
No,
my God's Own
here's
Drunk.
you know what? The guy that suggested it, Jamie Pecklix.
Okay.
He suggested it. No special
Isn't he a
reason.
Superman
just
villain?
beautiful song.
Made up.
Isn't that a Superman villain?
Pecklix.
Yeah, Pexlick, Mr. Pexlix.
It could be, but
I know.
he says,
who he's talking about.
and it might be a girl. I don't know. I can't see the picture. No special reason, just a beautiful song. But there is a special reason. It's a quarantine. Facing the
Right.
cage. is fantastic.
I know. Why didn't they do that? They do have Slow Boat from China in the article talked about.
Well, okay, let's keep going. So God's Own Drunk. I don't get that one, but whatever.
'Cause it's
Pacing the
long.
Cage. They Don't Dance Like Carmen No More. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Havana Daydreamin'. 3, 4. And Kicking In This says kick it into second wind.
Yeah, kick it into second wind. It says. Then it's my job, which like okay, maybe quarantine. You're doing your job at home, working from home, whatever, except for HUD. Little Miss Magic, nothing to do with quarantine. Life is just a tire swing, or life used to be a tire swing. Woman going crazy on Caroline Street,
Going
which
crazy.
I like, but yeah, going
Any
crazy.
street.
Okay.
Leave it at any street.
Go on, Mike.
Tin Cup Chalice. I don't know, great song, but quarantine-wise, I don't know. Jolly Mon. Spider, it says Spider John. I assume Ballad of Spider
It just
John.
says Spider John.
Is it? That's what it says. Nautical Wheelers and Manana.
Now,
So,
I could see
Manana.
Manana being a quarantine song. I mean, they missed a golden opportunity. And then Delaney Talks to Statues. West Nashville Grand Ballroom Gown Mick.
It says the F-bomb.
Yeah, that's the only reason I put it on the list.
Yeah.
Just to blow off some
But still,
steam.
Cowboy in the Jungle.
All the
nothing
way
to do with
through.
quarantine. All the way through, probably, you know. And then the last two I have are Take Another Road and Brahma Fear. Off the top of our heads, though, if we were doing quarantine songs,
Yeah, we
I
had
like Pigs in the Cage.
I wish we
Yeah,
would
should we do that?
Should we
Should
do
we-
it now? Should we do
No,
homework?
not now. I need to research this.
Yeah, we need
Should we
to.
do
Yeah, let's do homework.
an
Come up
actual
with
list of songs about or that are related to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apply to quarantine.
Not just songs you feel like listening to while in front of your computer during a
or it has, one verse that somehow is relatable. But these people just said, I like Jimmy Buffett so much, I'm not picking Margaritaville. I'm going to pick Spider John. I'm going to shorten the title and call
Well,
it
how about
Spider.
the guy that said I just like the song Pacing the Cage. I don't know why. It's just a good song.
Yeah, but
Thing on the list.
yeah, he's the best one that went outside the box, and then we find out he did it for the wrong reasons. He just got lucky.
This reminds me, there was a post from Jimmy Buffett on Facebook, I believe, asking for songs that we would like him to play, like that he could play in front of his webcam, and I thought that was well. Now
I don't know why.
seems like a good idea, but it was interesting because it sounded like that he was just gonna either release individual songs or maybe put a little concert together that he could perform right in his own home or apartment or whatever. And so I was kind of disappointed in some of the responses because some of them were a bit too obvious. Because I was thinking this would be a perfect opportunity for rare songs that he could just do himself instead of
Margaritaville.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad, but it was close. It was close to it. My request, as always, was Brahma Fear because I've always wanted to hear him do Wino and I Know, which I have heard, and Brahma Fear, which I have yet to hear. And I also said that I know a lot of people, meaning you guys, Mike and Schmoe, that would love to hear anything off Somewhere Over China.
Yes.
So that was my response.
Yes.
And it was an official post from Jimmy Buffett and the Core Reefer account. So it wasn't just, somebody on the Buffett fan site asking it. It came from the people in charge. So who knows? Maybe we'll hear a little concert.
That painting
See a
is
little concert on Facebook Live or something.
Or even if he does like a song a day, there's a couple other band. Well, there's the one that Mickey and the Motor Cars that I've been talking about every time. And one of the guys, their brothers, Gary Braun, he's been doing a song a day, like for a couple weeks now.
really.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean,
I thought I signed up for. Yeah, I mean, signed up. I went to Facebook and liked them, and I was waiting for any notices from Mickey and the Motor Cars, or whatever I call them that day. And
yeah, I mean,
I
check
haven't seen
it out because he does a song a day, and it's like, and he does them like right at his house, and it's like on his front porch and stuff, and he's got like mountains in the background and this big pasture right there on the front porch. What the hell?
We talked about this last week. It's cool to see these music videos, and Bare Naked Ladies have done some awesome stuff together at their house, at each one in a corner of the screen, right? But Ed Robertson has done live little things, and it's really cool. But the stuff they put together, and the different things and different scenery each one shows, decides to show, and decides to do just sitting in their own basement or with their family or whatever. The guy's playing the drums or playing on the couch and the counter instead of using drums. And it's just fresh. I mean, I would have killed for this kind of stuff when I was younger, right? Now it's really cool to see this stuff produced really quick using their Apple computers. And
different. It's not like anything, it's not prepackaged or anything. It's cool.
Yeah, just a little bit of a day's worth of production and you're done.
Yep.
And it sounds good.
It sounds great. That's just,
and of course, Roger and the guys have done that.
Yeah, Roger did they did a high def, it was supposed to be a high def thing this past Saturday, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The Roger and PH thing that turned out to be like 90 minutes late.
How long?
It was
like 90 minutes.
It started over an hour and a half late, and they put it on YouTube for free, basically.
Yeah, I did.
But you really wouldn't have known it was happening. You wouldn't really know it was happening live unless you were trying to. I paid my $12. They said you get a refund, but I didn't bother because I got to see my show. And they were throwing out. They did Your Name on a Grain of Rice twice. They did it once. I don't know if they thought they were live or it was like a sound check. And then they did it at the end of the show. So it wasn't live. It was on Facebook as a little video. So they did it like kind of two different ways a little bit.
I did catch a tiny bit of it.
Did you get to see it, Hud? Like live, or did you watch it later?
Yeah, I was watching. You sent me that link. I stayed up and watched it.
Yeah, I got kind of, I was drinking. Drinking and drinking and drinking.
Well, was it? We had to drink for 90 minutes.
Like an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And they played
You're
for like
supposed to pace yourself. You know that.
And I was all excited, right? You're looking at Twitter and he's giving little videos with the phone out, we got technical difficulties because everybody.
I wasn't excited. I was like all worried and stuff. Am I missing it? Everybody else in the world is seeing it. And I'm missing it.
I did think that.
Are you seeing anything? Are you seeing anything? No, I was black screen.
I was just very happy to find out Mike wasn't seeing it either.
I was too. I was relieved.
Everybody was happy.
As long as this is okay, as long as Mike's not seeing something that I can't see.
Exactly.
That was cool, and it just those two together. I mean, they rock for two guys, and PH is the man. Roger plays one single guitar and sings. PH plays like 17 instruments, multiple instruments at once. He's playing the slide guitar with a bass drum and a suitcase and a tambourine on his other foot. And Roger's just strumming a guitar, singing. That's all. And then he played like a dobro slide guitar or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was.
I'd like to see him do more of that stuff, more of the bands and that. And I'm sure it's out there.
We're going to see.
Well, they're going to have to do it because they can't do the same thing each time, right? They're going to have to change it up a little bit. And he already did the solo thing. Now he did the Roger PH thing. So, yeah, I can see the whole band or some variation like that going on.
Maybe have more than one camera. So they're like spread out they were outside, but they had put like backdrop, like tarps, right? I could see maybe have more than one camera while they're playing together, but the camera, because they really only had a couple cameras doing this show. And I had been watching cool. Mac.
The way they did it, the way they cut, they faded in and out and stuff. They did a good job of keeping you interested and making it watchable, right?
Now, tying it back to Buffett, Margaritaville TV. I don't even know if I've ever really watched their stuff, online, because I've always just listened to Sirius and stuff. So that Australia show, of course, it's in Australia. I don't know what kind of staff they had. But like the Roger PH show was and it's 10 years ago too, but much better produced with the cameras and stuff than that Margaritaville TV for the Australia show.
Oh, really? Okay.
Which never shows Tina up close,
that's why he's pissed off.
Yeah. It only shows Nadira because she's over on the side and they just, they don't have enough cameras. They just kept showing the big camera. I am not complaining, but I just noticed it, that it wasn't like being on, but maybe all the Margaritaville TVs are like that, because they
No.
just no. It
I would
might be
say it's
because it was
because it was-
Australia.
yeah,
and
it was
10
overseas.
years ago, and it was 10 years ago, and it was. I was struck by what Mike said, that Roger and PH, they were fading, and it out looked like they were on, the Colbert Show, doing their thing.
It was almost like kind of the old Unplugged series.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A little less.
No, we probably are looking at a world we're going to have more of that.
Yeah, if these guys are going to make money, I mean, that's like they're going to be their only
Yeah.
way. Seriously, because
Right.
you can't do a concert anymore.
Think about the
Yeah, I mean,
overhead that they're saving if they do stuff like that.
If people will pay, it's like an experiment. What will people pay for this? What you'll end up with, maybe there is. I mean, you'll end up with a web service. I mean, you have Netflix and all this stuff. You have QB or whatever now. You're going to have something. Maybe they do. They have something that's just music, and it's going to be concerts. And you're going to pay $4.99 a month.
Oh, we could have Schmoe TV, and you
Yes.
can bring the money in.
Yes.
Do this. Come on, get with it.
Schmoe. Let's headquarter in Florida.
Yeah.
And then we'll start producing these shows, and you pay $4.99 a month, and you get these shows for free and maybe some premiums for other shows.
Yeah.
This is how it's going to be, so you don't die from the virus.
Yep. That's
That'll be our.
You're probably going to see somebody more of that.
That's our business. That's our first business plan. Is it takes money to not make money. This is
and don't die.
It takes
from the
money
virus.
to not die from the virus.
Yes.
But yeah, the model's changing like instantly. Like
Right.
Right.
What?
There's going to be a big adjustment. And right now you feel terrible for, musicians like Mike's brother, Jimmy. I mean, he can't play the little places around here.
Yeah, they're gone.
And summer is coming up,
Yeah,
That sucks. And I love live music and stuff. And then you have people like Roger Klein and other independents like that. And we got, Ward Hayden and the Outliers, Mickey Motor Cars. They're hurting, but maybe something will come good out of this where they can actually make money without paying all that travel expenses. They can still go on tour, but have less people in the audience, but then can do something like this.
Well, I mean, they're all doing these things for like, they have their virtual tip jar and stuff. They're all doing this stuff to like make a few bucks here and there.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but maybe it needs to get more coordinated or bigger or
right.
Normal.
This is where we step in.
Yeah, Schmoe TV.
Wasted away in the North Coast Productions.
Well, there is
Schmoe streaming.
There is something that podcasters have been using, and that's Patreon, where you subscribe to individual artists, and they put stuff up behind a paywall for their subscribers to download.
That sounds like
So if you're an artist, you could create a Patreon account and just say, I've released a special music video of this song, and you can get it by subscribing for $5 a month, and then there's another tier for $10 a month, and another tier for like $20 a month.
Yeah,
and
you
just release more and more stuff, and that's already in effect for podcasters. But it'd be easy to stretch that into just any artist.
Yeah, I mean that's good to get to download the content too. But I think you need live events because there's people sitting around in their houses. You can't go out, you can't do stuff. So you'll eventually you're going to be able to get together in smaller groups. Like we can invade Schmoe's basement and like take over his big screen.
I could show you my shadow box.
And yeah, that's the pre-show
You already did.
activity.
I have a couple more.
But the way we're going to watch sports, because that's how we're going to watch sports this year, right?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
TV.
I've been looking for just a little reason to not get Michigan football games and skip, go to games for free, go to big games and pay some money, but then also be able to stay home if I want and then watch the games on the big screen. Well, because we miss all the games because we're at the games.
Here's your trial run. That's the way it's going to be this year. You're going to have to watch.
Yeah.
You'll have to get together in small groups and watch on TV. That's the way it's going to
be. I'll put plexiglass beams.
There is a season.
Say it again, Hud.
I said, even if there is, we're assuming there's going to be some season.
Yeah. That's just assuming that maybe they're going to play without an audience, right?
Right.
I'll put plexiglass
tournaments on. You see that? They were one of the first four. The Rocket Mortgage
Oh, yes, yeah. A golf tournament, yeah.
in the city.
Is this one still in the Detroit Golf Club or something?
Yeah. I think they signed a contract, right?
Yeah. They're planning on moving it to another course, but they probably don't have one yet.
Did they get pandemic insurance?
Yeah, probably not. Nobody's ahead of the game like them Wimbledon snobs.
Right, I know. I'll just for you guys, I'll install plexiglass between each of my seats in the basement.
Nice.
Or you know what?
Lucky bounce off them.
yes. Even like, what the hell? Hey, Mike, I got this like
What is that?
tiki type cup. And it's like the Patron bug that's on the bottle. It's like these Patron tiki cups. It's
Really?
a tiki cup. Like, it's odd. First inaugural drink.
Okay, well.
Respond.
Taste okay? I mean, it's not made of wax or anything, is it?
No. It's like, you know.
Oh, okay. It
But
looks weird.
Yeah, I know. It came like in a Patron Christmas set.
Like
You know, you buy a bottle.
He's drinking a candle.
It does. It looks like a citronella
It
candle.
does. It lives on the patio.
That's what it looks like.
Well, he hollowed it out. Now he's drinking out of it.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be the secret.
Bugs away.
The secret
keep them
medicine.
from swallowing
Citronella.
mosquitoes.
Citronella keeps the COVID away.
Yeah, it could be. All this time.
I'll have to put some rum drinks out. It's weird that a tiki cup kind of thing for a tequila drink, but
That's all
I
right.
put margaritas in it.
Still works. Joe adjusting his visor.
Yeah, that it's, you know, I always thought visors are stupid, but now I'm old. I'm like, I like visors. They make so much sense. They keep you cool at the top, but they keep
You
the
and
sun
John
on your
Gruden.
eyes. John Gruden. I should play this. I should use this in golf if we golf this year, Mike.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It'll fade, Schmo. You don't have to fade now.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to put it in a shadow box.
All of a sudden,
You know how-
Joe's Mr. Shadow Box.
He is. It's
You
all
know
about
how I'm good
shadow
at
boxing
I'm
now.
good at shadow boxing and stuff.
Yeah, real
He's a
shadow box.
box everything. For God's sake.
Yeah.
He'll have to do a how-to video, and we'll put that behind our Patreon paywall.
Give the guy
Yes.
one compliment. Now he's an expert. Oh my God.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, you like the other. We'll make. I will show the
Spit it
shadow
out.
boxes show by show. Yeah, sorry, I was all excited. Here's a new segment. A new
All right,
segment.
challenge is
Because I
on.
got one shadow box with like Jimmy Buffett tickets and
Next
stuff.
week.
I did find my first Buffett ticket ever when I went through the stuff, and you know. Remember CTC? Remember those printed tickets? And they said CTC on them?
Yeah.
When you got them like through CTC outlets at like Hudson's
Right.
and stuff. And it was all the typing on it is faded. Just faded.
Oh, yeah.
You can't read it. I mean, I could barely read it, so I didn't put it in the shadow box. I just put it in something else. I have all
All right.
kinds
So
of shadow boxes.
okay, there's another homework item then for next week because we have video now. Maybe
Yeah.
a little show and tell.
Right. Hey, I did this.
Yep. Dig out some old crap
Oh,
like Joe
and-
has on his head.
I remember the Tiki Hut candle here
Yeah.
that I always have.
Wow.
And the Hawaiian shirt.
Yep. You know what? HUD, I have one to start with too. Remember we talked about this a while ago. The University of Margaritaville shirt that I had.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Remembered it,
Okay.
and I dug it up and I found that SOB.
Show
No
and tell.
kidding.
So okay,
Wow.
next week I'll show it off.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
All
All
right.
right, show and tell. See if you guys can beat my shadow boxes.
Oh, I was just looking through some stuff the other day. It's stored at my mom's, and I think I've got the winner.
Mm.
Well, you know, Hud, we need a picture, like an aerial shot of all those little bottles of liquor,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
where
I'll take
all you
one
can
this
see is
weekend.
the bottles of liquor. Like it makes it
It's
seem
gonna
like
be Schmoe's background. His on his computer.
I'm so pissed I didn't take a big picture.
All right,
God.
I'll work on that this weekend. I'll squeeze it into my plans.
Yeah. From not working and then not working. See if you have time between the two not
Before he
working.
goes out to
Not
his
working
pool.
on the weekdays to not working on the weekends.
Right. I'll squeeze it in somehow.
All right,
Well-
what else?
I think at 2 hours, poor Mickey.
Is it
This
2
will
hours?
load. Almost. It's 9:27.
Yeah.
And we're not
Good
kicked
Lord.
off? What's the limit on Zoom?
Good Lord. We don't have a limitation anymore because I actually upgraded. I bought the basic plan. So
Oh, so once again, Mickey
Yeah.
spends money.
Oh,
Not make
man,
money.
it takes money to
What?
not
Money to
make
not
money.
make money. Then, yeah, everybody has to do their homework. I'm looking around here. I'm sure I have stuff in here.
I'm hurting. I don't
He's
have
just-
too much left. But
I'll show
I
up
do.
on my hats.
I'm telling you guys, I'm
I
going to
was-
have the winner.
Man,
When
now I'm curious.
When,
What could it be?
when I dug this out, Mick, I was like lamenting the fact that I don't have at least one dirty old short fat guy hat anymore. I don't know. During all my moves, I've
I
lost
saw
it.
one. I just saw one. Oh, what was
You
I
got to
doing?
wear it.
I think I have a few left, but I don't know how many.
For years, I haven't been wearing hats or anything, but now I
Did
am
you say
because
dirty old fat guy?
I'm ready. What's that?
Did you say dirty old fat
He
guy?
did.
No, he did.
Yeah.
Did you?
No,
I thought you said dirty old fat guy.
So did
No, I
I.
didn't. I didn't hear
I
it.
don't know. Play the tape. I thought I said short fat guy.
That's a whole nother site, Mike.
Yeah.
dirty old fat guy.
Well, now I'm all
Oh,
into.
boy.
Now I'm wearing hats and stuff everywhere I go because like I'm ready to.
He doesn't take
I might
count.
have to start learning how to put a man bun together. I was due for a haircut before, like a week before this cut loose. Before they said work from
That's where
home.
this came
But
from.
Yeah.
I
But the
got
guy
dog
said,
clippers I can
"Hey,
send
I did it myself.
maybe I should get a mohawk while I can.
A
until I
schmohawk.
go back to work.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's tag. What the hell?
You know what, Schmoe? Do that. Do that for next week. Do a schmohawk.
Maybe I'll do it live.
Why not?
Yeah.
Deborah, give it to me live on the podcast.
No. Just do the haircut.
We'll do it on. We'll put it on our Patreon feed.
There we go.
That-
Finally.
that's
Finally,
the
we can
other
monetize
website.
this crap.
If Deborah's going to give it to him, he's got to go to Dirty Fat Guy.
Dirty fat guy.
Dirty fat guy.
You should see the dirty fat guy hats, man.
Now, is it dirty fat guy or dirty old fat guy?
Well,
I'd have a dirty old fat guy.
yeah.
Okay, I'm looking that up. Dirty
Don't
old,
open anything that they send as an attachment either.
dirty old fat guy.
When you search for any
Especially on
celebrity,
your work computer.
Yeah.
it gives you, it finds dirtyoldfatguy.com for you.
Hey, I could buy that. Dirty old fat guy leads to nowhere.
Well, takes money to not make money.
Yeah.
I actually bought a domain last night, a spur of the moment domain. I'm not going to tell you what the name is though, because I'm going to keep it a secret for a while. But I bought another domain name, like I need another domain name.
That old dirty guy?
There's a whole chain of those ones we can probably get into.
It'll,
Not gonna
yeah,
tell
it'll go. No, I'm not going to tell you what. Well, it's not a. I just want to keep it a secret for a while because there's nothing up at that domain name right now. But I did purchase it. Okay.
Go back and
Dirty old
listen
man.
and see if Schmoe called it Dirty Old Fat Guy.
Yeah, I have to now because I need to know when I buy this domain name.
Right.
I have to admit, I have no idea.
Dirty fat guy.
I swear he did, Mike. I'm with you.
I thought so. Yeah, it stuck
Dirty
with me. I
fat
don't
guy
know.
leads nowhere too. The server cannot be found. It doesn't.
He might have said
Well,
dirty
if I said,
short fat
I
guy
can say
hat.
old. Yeah, if I say,
Well, HUD said dirty. No, you said. Well, no, Mike said you said dirty old fat guy, and then HUD said dirty fat guy, and I'm looking for both of them, and they're both available.
yeah, if I
kinda
said
like
it,
dirty
I don't
old
think I said
fat
it.
guy.
We got to rewind the tape and listen back. I'm pretty sure I heard something like that. I could be wrong.
The
I
tape.
kind of like dirty old
I
fat guy.
swear too,
I'm not
but maybe not.
I'm not going to. I'm really looking forward to finding out. I'd have to listen to what, 2 hours of this again just to get to the.
Just
No,
fast
just go
forward.
to the
You know
end.
about where-
I know. I was just making a.
Now you
was
guys
good,
got me
Bobby.
looking at my email, which is not a good thing. Okay, I'm done.
Knock it off.
That's not very professional. Look at
No,
your
you got a
email
show
in
to
the middle
do.
of a
Come
video
on.
podcast.
No, well, we got Fonzie.
Is this still
here,
going
and
on?
He looks like Fonzie,
Holy
doesn't he?
crap, it is
Oh
2
yeah.
hours.
I'm
What
like,
is
why?
that you're wearing over
I
that
know.
It's a
T-shirt?
black shirt, but I'm sitting in a black
It's
leather
a white
chair.
shirt. And we can't see the chair. It's the fleece looks like a leather jacket on video.
This has got like stuff on it.
Okay.
He drew it himself.
I'm trying to understand. Are you wearing a jacket?
No, it's like a pullover, like a
Yeah, but he's
Oh,
quarter
it's
zip.
Oh, a quarter zip.
Yeah, I have to bundle up here. There, it's
yeah,
kind of
that's what
cold
he's
up
getting
here.
at. That's what he's
Oh,
getting
all
at.
right. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm not wearing shorts.
Yeah, we can't just walk outside every morning in shorts and t-shirt.
This
We
might
have to
just have
bundle
a
up
furnace in
and
town.
do
Don't get the
shadow
sandals
boxes.
too.
It's ridiculous. Live in a crazy place.
It's obscene. Hey, you don't know the dangers that I survive around here with. I mean, there's freaking man-eating alligators 25 feet off my backyard. This thing.
Yeah.
You have a screen
This is-
protecting you.
Man-eating. Man.
This isn't.
Cue
This
Hall
isn't
and
a life
Oates.
of leisure
Cue
down
Hall
here,
and
you
Oates
guys.
this week. He's a
No, I've seen that
man-eater.
gator. He's not moving anywhere. He likes
No,
to lay
he's
around.
not moving quick.
Everybody thinks this is tough, and I'm really tired of not getting enough sympathy when I tell people that I'm not working. They're paying me. I'm sitting at the pool for 3 hours, and I'm just relaxing, and nobody feels anything sympathetic that I'm feet away from instant death. I mean, that this alligator, when alligators attack,
Instant.
I'm sure there's a video.
It would.
know,
You might die, but it would
need to
take
figure out how to
while. It
open up the
wouldn't
door to the
be
lanai.
instant.
Yeah. Let me tell you what happened the other day. I was in the pool, and after an hour and a half, I had to get out. And the breeze picked up, and I got a because the breeze was so gusty that it was actually chilly with the water on me till I got my towel, which was laying out in the sun and was warmed up to about 100 degrees. It felt really nice. And then on top of that, I had to walk in the house to use the bathroom. You know what it's like walking in to a 76-degree house, air conditioned, wet? Yeah. Everybody thinks this is fun and games. This is serious down here.
Plus, you could slip,
I
on
could.
the floor. Yeah.
Well, thank God it's all carpeted to the bathroom. But the bathroom does get a little ceramic tile, so it could be very deadly
Could
situation.
be dangerous. You could hit your head.
Yeah.
You could
Nobody
hit yourself.
is sympathetic
You
when I
could get
tell
infected.
these
No,
We should
No.
put up your charity hotline number under your on your
Could-
Zoom box.
GoFundMe for maybe
How's the-
I don't know, a heater, some new top. I don't know. Think of
The
something.
heater. How's the TV working out there?
I only had it out one other time because guess what? There's
Yeah,
no sports on.
I know. we set him up with the TV. I just realized that.
Yeah,
the first
and
day
as
we
soon as you
watched
guys
golf
leave,
all
they
day.
canceled everything. So yeah, I'm not happy right now because I'm not going to put it on and watch freaking reruns
At
of
least
something.
we'll always have that golf tournament we watched all day long
Yeah,
and enjoyed it.
Money out of it or something.
Yeah,
I
my
know.
guy choked.
Yeah, he was pretty wound up, but yeah, I mean, I'm just bummed that there's no baseball, no basketball, no hockey, nothing.
Crazy. Not even baseball.
I planned on sitting in that pool watching March Madness.
Yeah.
Troubling me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. We lived through having no.
that's
March
right.
Madness.
That's really why you were all set to watch March Madness while sitting in the pool.
Yep. See, these are the struggles I have to deal with.
Man.
A lesser man would be crazy by now. I'm just saying. I'm just riding it out.
You could always drive to your state capital and yell out the window.
Yeah, it's 8 hours to Tallahassee. I'm not making that trip.
Yeah, that's.
There's no TV on keeping you home.
That's true. It's non-essential, though. I'm not supposed to be on the road.
Yeah.
That shouldn't
Doesn't
matter.
stop these Michiganders.
That doesn't matter.
Well, they've got to fly their flag, and whatever the hell they were doing.
They
up
want to like motorboat in a snowstorm. So
there. Yeah. Well, they're just demonstrating.
Doesn't
it.
anybody
Wait,
though?
wait.
Come
Who
on,
do they
everybody.
wanna-
Everybody has that dream of motorboating
I
in
was
the
like,
snowstorm.
who do they want a motorboat? Oh,
Yeah. Not Whitler.
yeah.
in a snowstorm.
I know.
Oh boy. She should just concentrate
That
on
Zoom
fixing
telling
the
you to
damn
shut
roads.
up.
Hey, did we get unlimited time or what happened?
Yeah.
Did you miss that episode? Mick just
Oh.
said he paid for everything.
He paid. You
probably
paid for the
went to
Zoom?
bathroom.
He
It does.
upgraded.
It does feel like a different episode, doesn't it?
No. Did you pay for
Where
Zoom?
were you when he
Yes.
mentioned that?
Yeah,
You
but I
were
was gone
in
for
the
it.
Schmoe zone during that little part.
Probably.
Well, I know you spent some money, but I didn't realize it was for Zoom. I thought it was for something else.
No, when
Like
we were
you-
talking about what
Oh,
we were
you're talking
recording
about like
for 2
Zoom
hours.
Premium. Yeah,
Yeah.
Zoom Premium or something. Okay. I
Whatever
thought you
it
said
is.
like YouTube.
Look, your
Premium or
visor's too
something.
tight, Schmoe.
They just
Okay,
called
no,
you a dick.
I didn't hear that. Now it makes sense. I thought you were
That's
still
right.
talking about YouTube.
Cut
I was
off
talking about how long
blood to the
load
top of
was.
your head.
Yeah, that's
No
true.
circulation. His hair's too long.
It
Mike, I
is.
think he just
It's
called you a
so
dick.
I'm using. I should have done this the whole time.
There you go. That's better.
Yeah,
I'm
Beetle
using
Bailey.
way more shampoo than I used to.
He looks like the tropical pope.
The trope.
And with that, I think that's a wrap. Very good golf clap.
Hey.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, please bless us, and then we can
Well, I'll bless you with the fin.
there you go.
do the recessional prayer, and then we can call it quits to this.
If you wear it sideways, it'll look like a fin.
Yeah, let's see.
And that's all
'Cause,
Mickey's
look,
work now to do
I can't
the.
even move my neck that way anymore.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to upload the entire thing of this. I will have to make some trims.
All right. It does look like a. All right.
Hey, nobody crashed our Zoom thing. I read people crash these things.
That they did an upgrade, a software upgrade, and now you have to be admitted.
Oh.
You can't just join if you
Oh.
happen to have the meeting ID and password. You can't just join. You have to be admitted by the host.
Yeah.
And
If
so
Yeah,
you
I
a
had
little,
to do that last week.
You had to let me in.
a little thing pops up on the bottom that says this person wants to
Yeah.
to join the meeting. And because I didn't recognize Pixel 4 XL, I was tempted to ignore this
Damn.
person.
Well, how come it does that? How do you change it? Because my account name is Bill Huddleston.
If you just click on it or right click on it on the computer and
Oh, he's on his phone. I think if you
Yeah,
touch it,
if you
if
just
you touch
click
your
on it.
screen.
I was about to say it, Schmoe, but you interrupted.
Oh, sorry.
Come on,
Just
Pope Schmoe.
click on your name and it should give you the option to rename it.
Now he's poking the screen like an old man.
You might have
I
to press,
know he has the glass is done.
you might have to press and hold. I don't know. I haven't done this on a phone, so. But Mike did it last week on the phone.
Yeah.
So
I can't
Maybe you just
remember it, but I did it.
Maybe you just hit anywhere, and then there's a ... for more options, and then rename is one of them.
yeah, maybe that.
Show name. Let's see. Disconnect. Raise hand.
Or
hide my
just
video. Show name.
Change
with
your name to
participant.
Pixel 4 XL.
Just leave it
Yeah.
to there.
You can just leave it now
Yeah.
that I know it's you. But I was taking a chance when I clicked on accept. And then I
Yeah.
didn't recognize you because you're so thin and tan.
Well,
It's
you know,
Pixel 4 XL.
That's
Who is
right.
he?
The dreaded Pixel 4 XL.
I don't recognize him. Well, here, fellas, the last bit.
Yep. Kill it off. As Roger would say, here's the life.
Pink.
There's the light
Sure in the
blue.
head.
You don't have to pace
All
yourself anymore.
Nope.
Margaret,
Let me know when next week.
this is Glendale. This came from Glendale, Mike.
Oh, nice.
This came from my cupboard.
That was Circus
And it's
Mexico.
empty.
Yeah. We did everything packed into one night. We were up for like 23 hours of partying. Before we went to Mexico, before Mike got hit by stuck by a cactus.
We were driving back. I just felt like we were floating.
I know.
That was the delirium.
Yep.
Oh, it was. Yes.
That was
All right.
nothing.
We'll see you guys.
All right. Next time, guys.
Nice seeing you guys.
Yep, you
All right,
too.
Take care.
talk to you.
Talk
Alrighty.
to you next week, if not sooner.
All right.
Bye.
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 See ya.
How do you
What do I
turn
do?
this thing off?